Hello once again, everyone. This is Sonicals831, and I'm continuing on the What If Earnhardt Was Still Alive by Griffdog 2021 season. This is part number 2, and this will take us from the second race of the season at the Daytona Road Course all the way to race 11 at the Bushy McBush race. I can't say that with a straight face. The Bushy McBush race 400 at Kansas. So without further ado, let's get started. We head back to Daytona. We stay in Daytona for the second race of the season, also because Auto Club was unable to host a race this season due to the pandemic concerns. In other notes, Brennan Poole will be making select starts with the Gaunt Bros this season while running full-time in the Xfinity Series with On Point Motorsports, and James Davison will also be running some Cup Series races this season with another new team, the Money Team Racing, in the number 50. He and Poole will both run this race, and this race will have 23 laps. And as a side note, this is a timeline where there is at least qualifying for all races. Michael McDowell gets the surprise pole with Kevin Harvick starting next to him as we go road course racing at Daytona. And right away, Denny Hamlin takes the lead and John Hunter Nemechek jumps to second. Coming back around to complete the first lap, Denny Hamlin leads the way, and on the next lap, Chris Buescher gets loose and spins, causing a pileup that also includes Brennan Poole, Justin Haley, Austin Dillon, and Eric Almirola. Hamlin continues to lead as we go back to racing on lap 6, and on lap 7, we got trouble in the bus stop on the backstretch as Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier slip up and go spinning. Austin Dillon does his best to avoid it, but he also slips off the track in the process. We restart again on lap 11. And on that same lap, Corey LaJoie gets into Eric Almirola and James Davison, and out of nowhere, Jeffrey Earnhardt gets pile-drived by Brennan Poole. I'm not even sure where the 96 came from. And with 3 laps to go, the race will end under caution because enter 2003, after Brett Keselowski and Ryan Newman hit the wall, and the 78 of Scott Heckert loses control after he was running in the top 10, a tough break for him. Besides that, Kevin Harvick will wrap things up. He'll take the win at the Daytona Road Course, his first win of 2021. John Hunter Nemechek is second, Denny Hamlin is third, Kurt Busch is fourth, Christopher Bell finishes in 5th, Daniel Suarez in 6th, good run for that new team, as well as Bubba Wallace in 7th, another new team. Brett Keselowski finishes 8th, Ryan Truex 9th, and Landon Castle rounds out the top 10. And here's a quick look at the top 10 in standings after the Daytona Road Course. Race 3 of the season. Race number 3 of the season concludes the Florida Swing at the Homestead Miami Speedway, where we will race 94 laps into the evening for the Dixie Vodka 400. Timmy Hill for MBM and Quinn Half for Starcom Racing will make starts in this race. Martin Truex Jr. is on the pole with Alex Bowman starting next to him as the green flag waves at Homestead. Lap 11, I'm not really sure how to explain this, but Brad Keselowski gets into Ross Chastain, and they run out of room, and yeah, wow. Scary wreck for Brad Keselowski. However, he was checked and released from the infield care center. Keselowski was okay after this crash. Most leaders except for Truex pit, and we restart on lap 17. Lap 25, William Byron gets to the outside of MTJ, and he takes the lead. What an incredible move by Byron. By lap 50, William Byron is lapping one car at a time, but Tyler Reddick stays right to his rear bumper looking to pounce. Green flag pit stops take place around lap 63, but the caution does come out due to debris. William Byron remains the leader, however, as lap traffic has to be dealt with, We restart on lap 69. Tyler Reddick is second, David Stremme in third. Lap 71, Tyler Reddick takes the lead from William Byron, and in this timeline, he is looking for his second career win. The rest of the way, Tyler Reddick would hold off William Byron in the closing laps to score the win at Homestead Miami. The man that was tapped to replace Dale Earnhardt Jr. after 2019 gets the victory. William Byron second, David Stremme third, Martin Truex Jr. fourth, Michael McDowell with an impressive top 5 finish. Sixth is Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick seventh, Kurt Busch eighth, Ryan Newman ninth, and Alex Bowman rounds out the top 10. Kevin Harvick now takes the points lead as we're 3 races into the season. The 4th race is at Las Vegas, and we'll have 94 laps in this contest. Garrett Smithley and Timmy Hill are making starts today. And also, Dale Earnhardt has said he likes the direction where NASCAR is heading now, though when they began to run the new aero package in 2019, Dale Earnhardt wasn't too pleased with the cut down of horsepower. He encourages NASCAR to look into bringing some horsepower back for the next-gen car. Kyle Larson is on the pole with Jeffrey Earnhardt starting second as we go racing in Sin City. Kyle Larson leads lap 1. As they come back around, Jeffrey Earnhardt is behind him. Lap 7, trouble for Jeffrey Earnhardt. He dips down coming off of turn 4, heads straight for pit road, and appears he might have a stuck throttle. A very bizarre moment, as I'm sure Richard Childress Racing and NASCAR are going to inspect this car to see exactly what went wrong. Luckily enough, they fixed the situation and Earnhardt came back out several laps down. Lap 27, the caution comes out as Kevin Harvick gets into the 28 of Kurt Busch, sending him into the wall. I'm sure Busch wasn't too pleased with Harvick on that one. Up ahead, a separate accident happens on the front stretch as Christopher Bell gets into Cody Ware and they take vicious hits, especially Christopher Bell. Both drivers were okay after this accident. After shuffling from pit stops, Alex Bowman leads the field of the restart on lap 32. Kyle Larson is second, John Hunter Nemechek third, Martin Truex Jr. fourth, and Ryan Blaney in fifth. On the restart, Kyle Larson has issues with lap traffic. He gets sent up the track by Corey LaJoie and Hill and loses several spots. No caution, however. Meanwhile, Alex Bowman has a flat and he has to pit, giving the lead to John Hunter Nemechek. But on lap 34, Martin Truex Jr. quickly takes the lead. Lap 52, big wreck occurs when Corey LaJoie smacks the wall, comes down on Kevin Harvick, and he's turned by McDowell, then gets clipped by Tyler Reddick and Eric Almirola. This also collects Kyle Larson and BJ McLeod in the process. Martin Truex Jr. continues to lead at the restart on lap 60 with Ryan Blaney second, John Hunter Nemechek third, and Eric Jones fourth, as well as Kyle Busch in fifth. It was clean the rest of the way, no more issues, and Martin Truex Jr. will go on to win at Las Vegas, the 4th different winner in 4 races to start off 2021. Ryan Blaney is second, David Stremme third, William Byron fourth, fifth is Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski sixth, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. seventh, Eric Jones eighth, Spencer Gallagher 9th, and Justin Allgaier finishes in 10th. We may be 4 races in right now, but as of right now, Spencer Gallagher is looking to have the dream season. Can he hold on, however? There's plenty of racing left to go in 2021. We continue out west with the Instacart 500 at Phoenix. This race will be important for those that will be back here in November in the running for a championship. Brennan Poole and Quinn Houff will be making starts today. We'll race for 110 laps. Denny Hamlin gets the pole and Brad Keselowski will start second as we go racing in the desert. On lap 2, car number 2, Brad Keselowski takes charge of the field from Denny Hamlin. Lap 33, Kevin Harvick's car ends up breaking down, and this will bring out the first caution. Keselowski continues to lead at the restart on lap 38, but coming back around, Keselowski has to come down pit road with an issue on his car. It is unknown exactly what it is. David Stremme now leads. Lap 43, Cole Custer gets into Austin Dillon and into Jeffrey Earnhardt, and they all go spinning to bring out another caution. On lap 48, we restart with the 2017 champion David Stremme still out in front. The caution comes out on lap 92 when Corey LaJoie comes to a halt, which will give us a dash to the finish. David Stremme leads at the restart on lap 98 with Logano in second, Bell third, Byron fourth, and Elliott fifth. Stremme and Logano took off from the rest of the field, but it was all David Stremme. He'll go on to win at Phoenix, making that 5 different winners in the first 5 races of the season. Joey Logano is second, Chase Elliott third, Christopher Bell fourth, William Byron fifth, Kyle Larson 6th, Ryan Blaney 7th, Alex Bowman 8th, Eric Almirola with a much-needed top 10, and Martin Truex Jr. finishes in 10th. After this race, David Stremme now takes over the points lead, with Spencer Gallagher and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still hanging on in the point standings. Impressive starts for both of these drivers. Race number 6 takes us southeast to the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Austin Cindric and Garrett Smithley will be making starts in this race, and we'll have 144 laps. The 2 most popular drivers, Jeffrey Earnhardt and Chase Elliott, will start on the front row as we go racing in Atlanta. Earnhardt has had some speed, but bad luck in the last couple of races. He looks to turn it around to defend his 2020 title. Coming back around, Chase Elliott just barely edges out Earnhardt to lead lap 1. Coming to lap 3, it's 3 wide already for the lead as Ryan Blaney now enters the scene. For the next several laps, Earnhardt and Elliott remain side by side, and the Atlanta crowd is loving every bit of it. Finally, on lap 9, Jeffrey Earnhardt gets a lap led and tries to overtake Elliott. Lap 27, the leaders begin to run in lap traffic, trapping Earnhardt behind Cody Ware. But coming back around, they do get through, and Earnhardt continues to lead. Lap 29, Ryan Blaney is on the outside, and he now looks to take the lead. 1 lap later, Earnhardt and Blaney begin a round of green flag pit stops. Lap 43, Chase Elliott takes the lead from Ryan Blaney, but Blaney is still there, hanging strong. Lap 51, Ty Dillon breaks down. Logano has nowhere to go, and he runs into the back of him, bringing out the first caution of the race. Shortly after the restart, Kyle Larson takes charge of the field on lap 59 with Kyle Busch in second. Lap 69, Ryan Blaney comes fighting back to challenge Larson for the lead. And on lap 88, Kyle Larson is held up by the lap car of Cody Ware. He has nowhere to go, and Jeffrey Earnhardt is now out in front. Then on lap 91, Kyle Larson comes fighting back, and he has the edge over Earnhardt. A late caution comes out, and we restart on lap 98 with Larson trying to hold on for the win. 11 to go, and Chase Elliott is there side by side with his teammate battling for the lead. And with 10 to go, Chase Elliott takes the lead at his hometown track. 5 laps to go, it's not over yet as Chase Elliott is being challenged by Ryan Blaney. This could come down to the wire. And on the final lap, coming off of turn 4, Elliott and Blaney are side by side coming to the line, and it's Chase Elliott by inches. What an incredible finish at Atlanta. Elliott edges out Ryan Blaney. Denny Hamlin gets third, Kyle Larson fourth, Alex Bowman fifth, Jeffrey Earnhardt in sixth, David Stremme seventh, Kyle Busch eighth, John Hunter Nemechek ninth, and Kevin Harvick rounds out the top 10. Looking at the standings, David Stremme still with the points lead with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in second. Could this be a breakout season for him? The 7th race of the season takes us to a track that has very much been anticipated, where we're going to go 70 laps around the Bristol Motor Speedway covered in dirt. A couple dirt ringers, Stuart Friesen and Mike Millar, will be making starts. And as a side note, this is the only Bristol dirt track I could find. It was from 2001. Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano lead the field of the green flag as the Cup Series goes dirt racing for the first time in 51 years. Lap 5, Kevin Harvick takes the lead from Denny Hamlin, and 11 laps in, Brandon Jones has worked his way to second. Could he spell the upset today for Chip Ganassi? Lap 20, Joey Logano now takes the lead from Kevin Harvick. He doesn't have too much dirt experience, but he sure looks fast out there. Lap 48, as the leaders fight through lap traffic, Denny Hamlin takes the lead from Joey Logano, but on lap 53, Joey Logano fights back to take the lead from Hamlin. in what has been a fun, clean race the rest of the way. Joey Logano will win the Bristol Dirt Race in what has been a historical day for NASCAR. Joey Logano's your winner, Denny Hamlin second, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in third, he's got a lot of dirt experience, Kyle Busch fourth, Kevin Harvick fifth, Ryan Blaney sixth, Brandon Jones seventh, William Byron in eighth, ninth was Jeffrey Earnhardt, and 10th was Michael McDowell. The points battle looks very, very close so far in the season. Race number 8 takes us to the Martinsville Speedway under the lights with the Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 500. We'll race for 175 laps. Making starts in this one will be James Davison and Brennan Poole. Denny Hamlin is on the pole and David Stremme starts next to him as we go short track racing in Martinsville. Coming back around, Denny Hamlin will lead lap 1. 20 laps in, and Denny Hamlin has broken out into a 2-second lead. Then on lap 34, Kyle Larson breaks down and runs into BJ McLeod. Larson goes spinning to bring up the caution. Stremme now leads at the restart on lap 41 with Kyle Busch second and Ryan Truex in third. Lap 87, the next caution comes out when William Byron gets turned by Brad Keselowski. Eric Almirola goes spinning as well. On the restart on lap 93, David Stremme suddenly has issues and gives up the lead to Kevin Harvick. Lap 98, Jean-Hart Nemechek and Brennan Poole get together to bring out yet another caution, and Ty Dillon gets a piece of it too. Harvick continues to lead at the restart on lap 105, and on lap 138, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ends up blowing a tire, bringing out a caution. That's got to hurt him, as he's been having a good start to this season. Harvick still leads at the restart on lap 145 with only 7 cars on the lead lap. But like Stremme, just a few laps later, Harvick goes down pit road with a flat. Ryan Truex now leads with Matt DiBenedetto in second. And the rest of the way, it was all Ryan Truex, as he will get his first win of 2021 at Martinsville, giving himself a grandfather clock to add to his collection. So far in the first 8 races, we have 8 different winners. Who else could we see in victory lane in 2021? Ryan Truex is your winner. Matt DiBenedetto is second. Landon Castle third. Chris Buescher fourth. Christopher Bell fifth. Martin Truex Jr. 6th, Ryan Blaney 7th, Tyler Reddick 8th, Spencer Gallagher 9th, and Kurt Busch in 10th. With Stremme's issues, we have a new points leader, and it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Who would have imagined just 8 races in, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. could potentially be in early talks of being a championship contender? But the question is, can he continue this momentum? Race number 9 takes us to the Richmond International Speedway for the Toyota Owners 400. We'll go 140 laps, and Smithley and Hauff will make starts in this one. Austin Dillon is on the pole with Ryan Truex starting second as we go racing at Richmond. Lap 35, Dillon has led the opening laps, but Hamlin is right there looking to take the lead. And pretty much from there, it was a very quiet race as Austin Dillon would dominate the entire race. He'll go on to win at Richmond, making that 9 different winners in 9 races so far. Denny Hamlin is second, Martin Truex third, Joey Logano fourth, Alex Bowman gets fifth, 6th William Byron, Brandon Jones 7th, Ryan Truex 8th, Matt DiBenedetto 9th, and Christopher Bell in 10th. After this race, Denny Hamlin now takes the points lead with Byron, Truex Jr., Stremme, and Stenhouse in the top 5. Race number 10 takes us to the Geico 500 at the Talladega Superspeedway. We have 2 drivers making their Cup debuts here this afternoon. Harrison Burton will drive the 96 for the Gaunt brothers, and Noah Gragson will drive the 62 for Beard Motorsports. This race will have 66 laps. Chase Briscoe gets his first Cup pole with Brandon Jones starting second as we go racing in Talladega. Coming back around, Eric Jones grabs the lead to lead lap 1, but on stage 2, a huge wreck occurs when Martin Truex Jr. runs into Harrison Burton and Kevin Harvick. Jeffrey Earnhardt and Cody Ware seem to get the absolute worst of it. Earnhardt's car slides on its own roof down the banking, which made the crowd silent. But the good news was Earnhardt got out on his own power, unscathed, and he was okay. And I want to say almost half the field was in that one, and it's certainly got to be heartbreaking for Harrison Burton, as he only got one lap in his Cup start. Alex Bowman leads at the restart on lap 7, Michael McDowell second, and Spencer Gallagher, the Daytona 500 winner, in third. Lap 8, Michael McDowell takes the lead from Alex Bowman, and coming to lap 10, Keselowski jumps out in front with Reddick second, but unfortunately things get too bunched up, and we get another pileup. We're only 10 laps into this race. We try again on lap 15 with Tyler Reddick now out in front. Lap 17, Daniel Suarez now leads, and remember, he almost won the Daytona 500 earlier this season. Speaking of the 500, lap 31, Daytona 500 winner Spencer Gallagher now takes charge. He looks to go 2 for 2 on super speedways this season. Lap 38, green flag pit stops take place with no issues. Coming to 2 to go, Chase Briscoe is now in the lead, looking to grab his first Cup Series win with Daniel Suarez in second. White flag, Suarez has help from Tyler Reddick. And coming to the checkers, Tyler Reddick tries to make a last-second move, but it's going to be Daniel Suarez who gets the win for Trackhouse Racing. An emotional victory for Justin Marks, Pitbull, and Daniel Suarez as the team gets their first win together. What a huge moment for Trackhouse Racing. Tyler Reddick is second, Chase Briscoe third, Spencer Gallagher fourth, Alex Bowman fifth, Denny Hamlin sixth, Ryan Blaney seventh, Brad Keselowski eighth, Ryan Newman ninth, and Ty Dillon rounds out the top 10. Denny Hamlin still holds on to the points lead after 10 races. The final race we'll cover in part 2 takes us to the Kansas Speedway for the Bushy McBush Race 400, and I'm still cracking a smile just trying to say that. Timmy Hill and James Davison will make a start here and will race for 94 laps. Brad Keselowski and Jeffrey Earnhardt lead the field of the green flag for some Bushy McBush racing at Kansas. Brad Keselowski leads lap 1. Lap 14, Jeffrey Earnhardt takes the lead from Keselowski, still in search of a win this season. Clean race so far, and on lap 29, we get our first round of green flag pit stops. Trouble on lap 55 as Denny Hamlin moves the lap car Timmy Hill out of the way for the first caution of the evening. We restart on lap 61 with Alex Bowman leading. Chase Elliott is on the tail end of the lead lap. Jeffrey Earnhardt is in second. Lap 65, we get a big pile up when Bubba Wallace gets in the Ryan Truex, collecting Kyle Larson, McDowell, and Timmy Hill in the process. McDowell took a huge hit, but he is okay afterwards. After another round of pit stops, we restart on lap 71 with Kevin Harvick now leading. And never mind, Bubba Wallace and Chase Briscoe get together. Wallace can't get his car under control and slams into Justin Allgaier and Kyle Busch. Unbelievable. So we try again on lap 76, and it goes clean the rest of the way. Kevin Harvick becomes the first two-time winner of 2021. He'll go on to win at Kansas. Jeffrey Earnhardt is second, Martin Truex Jr. third, Alex Bowman fourth, William Byron fifth, Denny Hamlin sixth, Cole Custer seventh, Justin Haley eighth, Chase Elliott ninth, and Brad Keselowski finishes off in 10th. Taking a look at the standings, Denny Hamlin has a 31-point lead over William Byron. Alex Bowman sits third in points. He's doing very well so far, followed by Truex Jr., Blaney, Stremme, and how about John Hunter Nemechek in his sophomore season? Very impressive for that Robert Yates team. Spencer Gallagher continues to hang strong in 8th, Harvick sits in 9th, and Matt DiBenedetto, the second 2311 car, is 10th in points while Bubba Wallace continues to struggle. So that's going to be an interesting story when we head into part 3. Besides that, that'll wrap things up here for part 2. Stay tuned for more content. Sorry I've been a little slow lately, just been very busy per usual. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sonicals831, and I will see you in the next video.